Hey guys, it's with JTech Apple here, and today I'm going to discuss with you guys whether or not we will see an iPad mini announced by Apple later this year when an iPhone 5 is anticipated to be released. So as you know, lately there have been some parts leaked out of China that a new iPhone would look like. But lately, there was some information leaked out to the Wall Street Journal, apparently, that this is exactly what has been quoted by Wall Street Journal. Apple Incorporated component suppliers in Asia are preparing for a mass production in September of a tablet computer with a smaller screen than the iPad. People familiar with the situation said, suggesting a launch for the device is near. Two of the people said that the tablet screen will likely be smaller than 8 inches. The iPad screen measures 9.7 inches, unchanged since the first model was released in 2010. Officials at the component suppliers, who declined to be named, said this week that Apple was told them to prepare for mass productions of a smaller tablet. So it's about time, if we were going to have any leaks coming out, that Apple has placed parts for the possible iPad mini, because as you know, they probably start the productions around this time if they are going to announce an iPad mini later this year. It is said to have a 7.85 inch tablet screen with a 1024 by 768 resolution display. So as you know, if you read the biography of Steve Jobs, he was all against the smaller concept of a smaller tablet. He wanted to find the perfect size for a tablet. But now that he's gone, I think it is possible that Apple may have parted in some ways, and going into looking at products that Steve Jobs probably would have never wanted to make or produce. As you know, the Nexus tablet did come out, which is a definite competitor, considering it does have a Tegra 3 tablet, or a processor inside it, an NVIDIA Tegra 3 processor, which is very, very powerful, and the specs on that thing are pretty good. And it is going to be, although at a $200 price range and a smaller size, a definite competitor to the iPad. I wouldn't really say it's going to be a direct competitor, but it is definitely an option for people considering a tablet, considering it comes in at $199. An Amazon Kindle is also something to note, considering a new Kindle is rumored to be announced later this month. As you know, when the Kindle came out, there were some small rumors that Apple wanted to compete at that market, but after that it kind of faded, and lately, since the Nexus tablet has been announced, there are quite a bit more rumors coming out. It is also, another rumor from Bloomberg is also saying that it will come out in October, instead of coming out a little when the iPhone 5 is going to be announced. And apparently it won't have a Retina display, which I can definitely understand, which I'm going to go into some of the problems that Apple may encounter if they do announce the iPad mini. So I know it could be a mistake if they do announce an iPad mini, as it could compete with their own products, such as the original iPad, or the new iPad that's up on the market right now, that is very, very successful, and without a doubt does have a majority of the consumer tablet market. And they will also compete with their iPod Touch lineup, and that's more for the price range. But in terms of the tablet wise, I think a better way to go for Apple is, instead of going towards the lower price range of a smaller tablet, is to keep their tablet, as it is going very successful right now, which is why I've always had a doubt on why Apple would not announce a smaller tablet. As you know, there's the iPad right now, the iPad 3 with the Retina display that costs $549, at least in Canada. And there's also that iPad 2 that Apple is still producing, which costs $419 in Canada, once again. And if they were to make this tablet, it would be hard to have to compete against both their own products. So if they did announce this new product, or the iPad mini, I think they would have to kill the iPad 2, which right now I think is still a very good deal considering its price range, which there are many things that doubt me into thinking Apple will announce an iPad mini after all this information coming from pretty credible sources. There's also the iPod Touch that is very popular, and that is priced at starting at $199. So although the Nexus Tab is $199, I have the biggest doubt that Apple, if they were to announce an iPad mini, would make it $199. I would guess that it would cost somewhere between, some reports saying that it would cost between $249 and $299, which is definitely understandable, but even at that price range, it is a major competitor to their own products, such as the iPad 2, which is just about $120 more, and the iPad 3, which costs about $549, once again in Canadian prices. So in terms of the pricing, I think Apple, if they were to do this, isn't really to suit the people who are looking for a smaller tablet. It can suit some, but it's mainly for people who want an Apple tablet that is a little bit bigger than an iPod Touch, but mainly is going for a price range of an Apple tablet. Because as you know, many people want an iPad, but most people may not have the money to afford a iPad at its original price. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment below on what you think Apple will do with an iPad, or whether there will be iPad mini. And I'll be doing a video soon, Ask JTech episode, where you guys can ask any questions you may have and I'll answer them. So if you do have any questions to shout out, please leave them below. I'll see you in my next video. Please subscribe. Thanks for watching.